thanks Al Capone for your kind comment right over there. Okay, so let me just make sure that Caram is actually. I don't think I put myself as ref. I'm guessing though Caram is off the stream. RanGirl, if you want to confirm before talking into the, or if you don't care, either way works for you.
I don't care. I figure.
Okay, cool. Stream is turned off now. So we're watching.
Is RanGirl gonna be off the stream as well?
RanGirl actually usually talks about
I
his
can
play.
talk if you want me to.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask him. I figure it's like courtesy to turn it off, but if he wants to cheat, whatever, I'll still blow him up with 100 banglings. I don't care.
No, he just said that he turned off the stream.
Well, yeah, but if he was gonna cheat, he would probably not tell the truth and say he's cheating.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's just like
whatever.
I have good faith in people. You know,
like
if people
map.
say they
I like this
do
map
something.
a lot for CPT. This is like a really good macro map for Zerg. Basically, because your natural is real easy to defend. It's like one big funnel. It's just like your entrance to your nat, and then your main, and then your actual nat, and then a small ramp to your main. It's real easy just to like put like an Evo chamber and one spine crawler and just block everything off. So this is definitely a real good map to expand as Zerg, and it's a real tough map to be aggressive as Zerg. So a lot of times, Terran players will also take an economic route on this map, just because they don't have to worry about Zerg doing any like goofy roach stuff or like baneling busts, just because it's real easy to hold the nat, and the base distances are really big too. You're never like close positions.
So right now, like, if anyone wants to, I mean, if Anonymous you want to talk, or if RanGirl you talk, I'll just switch to your camera so we can see what you're looking at right now. I'm going to be adding Huck to the Skype, actually.
The real Huck, right?
Yes, the real Huck.
Oh, you're getting Huck on Skype. This will be fun.
Yeah, I see you threw down that expansion, and it's very common to see Zerg players put down that expansion early nowadays. Nowadays, you really can't play Zerg without putting down that expansion. Especially on that map picture.
Which kind of sucks. I kind of want to see what he's doing. I might, whatever. I'll just run away.
How do you feel when you see a wall off when you're playing against Terran?
Well, it's pretty standard for Terran. The thing that's good about it for me is that his barracks will always be right there, so I always know where to look for his add-on. Which, I mean, if I go and I see a tech lab real early or something like that, I mean, it's not that bad for me. I'm not, like, really far in the dark, but on this, like, personally on this map, I never wall off, and I just one Marine command center versus Zerg every time. So, but I feel like walling off isn't really that bad versus, like, on ladder against random opponents, and I feel like it's still, like, kind of the standard. I definitely think as people get more comfortable playing TVZ, they'll wall off a lot less. I mean, people walled off a lot in TVP also in early beta, and then that died down too. But just because Marines are real flexible, they're real easy to micro. So I'm going to just pop again and see like what he's doing. So he has a tech lab and a marauder and a second barracks. So this is a spot where when you see all these barracks early, you definitely want to put your baneling nest down before layer, because you want to be able to morph baneling like basically on command. And because I know he's not expanding, I'm just gonna make a bunch of Zerglings. Like I'm happy with my link count right now, and I'm just gonna make a ton of Zerglings and then banelings too eventually.
I think Huck is trying to join in on the stream right now. I think he was.
Hello, this is Huck.
Yo, what's up, Huck? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man.
Pretty good.
There's a lot of
yourself.
there's a low some sort of noise coming in from your microphone. If you can fix that.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone. Thanks.
Nope.
And by the way, for the viewers, it's it's not the real Huck, but
Oh, come on, Ed. Now we're gonna get like massive viewer drop.
yeah.
It is the real Huck, guys. Don't listen to what Ed says.
I remember when Idra put his stream up that night. Just instantly got 500 bajillion viewers. That was like, holy shit, it's Idra? So
But it wasn't the real Hydra, right?
It was a
No,
real
no,
idea.
yeah, it
And
is
he would
Hydra.
like rage people, and it would be really funny.
Oh man, it is hilarious to watch. I mean, he's a good player, so it's like a great, it's like entertainment value, and it's like a good person playing.
You should be more angry as you play RanGirl at entertainment value.
Yeah, you should. I mean, when I played against Protoss, like that's why I'm trying not to play TVP. Well, the thing is I played against that socialist guy, and he seemed rather honorable. But when I play on ladder, I would not describe my playing as happy.
That socialist guy was silver.
But do you think he was Silverman? He seemed better. I think he's probably going to get promoted soon.
Wait, Huck over here is socialist. It's his other.
This Hook account is my significant too. I have a couple accounts on server.
You're coming in a bit quiet, by the way.
Oh.
No, I can hear him just fine.
Oh man.
I mean,
He is
relatively. Ooh, looking at those Marauders. So, I'm curious what you think about Marauders, because like you really like Baneling play, and I mean Baneling play is really nice. But I feel like Marauders are a lot more.
They're good on close positions. Like that push right there, let's say I was like a lot closer to his base, might have done a lot more damage. But the fact that I have a lot of time to react, because Zerglings, I mean, not counter them, but Zerglings are very cost efficient versus Marauders. And if a Zerg has a lot of time and sees your push coming with a lot of Marauders, he has a lot of time to build a lot of Zerglings. So, like, let's say you're on close positions metal, that's a really good spot to make a lot of Marauders and do, like, a bio push. But in a situation like this, where you're cross-map on Shakuras, would be a spot where I would opt for, like, a more mech-based play.
So I just saw Caram go bugs, or any idea what that means?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Well, Zerg are basically bugs. Like, you can pretend like they're their own race, but really they're just a bunch of stupid bugs.
Is that what he said?
I think so.
One of the viewers on the stream is like, make Huck talk.
Huck, man, what's your insight into this game? Are you tuning in? How do you feel about Marauders and TVZ?
I'm tuning in, man. I think Marauders are pretty good ball.
Alright, what about this? Since you play Protoss, how do you feel about Marauders and
I think
TVP?
they serve a very good purpose.
Do you like Marauders a lot in TVP? Are you like, when you play
They're
Protoss and a Marauder one-shots your stalker, does that make you happy?
Puck has no
I don't
emotion.
wonder what that's doing.
I mean, they do have a lot more health, which makes them more cost-effective against mainlings. I feel that's like
Right.
one advantage to mixing your Marauders with your Marines, but usually they tend to clump up on one side of your ball,
Right.
anyways.
Oh, I think you might expand. That would be cool. I like expanding. Because I killed so many of his units and I haven't been like, making them. I'm not gonna take 2 bases, but I'm gonna make like a 3rd hatch. Like I'm just gonna put a hatch in the middle of the map just for Llama. Because I also made an extra queen too in case of Banshee. So like this is a spot where you wanna, when you like clear his push, you wanna like do something that'll set you up for the late game to give you an edge. Because you can't really just like, I can't just like go kill him really. I can't just, I mean maybe I could, but you generally don't want to just like attack into a defending Terran. So as a Zerg, you want to, after you stop a push, you want to just do something that sets you up for the late game. So I'm just gonna make a lot of drones right now and just take my 3rd. And you know, already I have both of my Evo chambers up. I'm getting upgrades and stuff. So, and you can, the thing about Zerg is you can kind of like meld your unit mix. It's almost, I don't know, it's more Protoss-esque than in StarCraft 1. You can like really meld. Like you can play like 0 roaches, or you can mix in roaches with Zerglings, or you can go pure Baneling Muta. Some people use infestors, some people like use the gas for Muta. So it's like I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting how, I guess coming from a Terran perspective, maybe Zergs don't appreciate it, how each Zerg kind of has like their own mix. Like when I play TVZ, I just make a ass ton of Banelings. Like I just mass Banelings because I think they're ridiculous. So, and then some Zergs don't make nearly as many Banelings as me. Some Zergs do. Like I almost never go Mutalisks unless I think he's gonna like do something goofy like with Banshees or Vikings. And I see a factory floating, which means that he's gonna go bio, I'd have to imagine, because if you went mech, you'd have no like why would you float a factory? So my Baneling composition is gonna be really super strong. And I also get infestors really quick. And I'm just gonna like make a lot of infestors and let them build up energy.
Yeah, I mean, you made a good point about that, and I remember, like, Anonymous and I were actually watching a game between Druby and I forget who, but it was someone on Team Liquid, and the Terran actually went for a very big mech play. It was like siege tanks and Thors, and so, I mean, Banelings would definitely die out to that very quickly. I forget what point I'm trying to make. It's kind of too low. I mean, sorry, too early in the... or too late in the day.
A Zerg unit mix. It's like an art. You have to be constantly paying attention to what the Terran's doing and like kind of adjusting your thing. You can't just like make Zerg shit and just attack and win. Well, you can, but that's beside the point.
And that's what Zerg is.
Sorry,
okay.
quick question for you, RanGirl. Like, I'm just wondering about your hatch placement, like in the middle of the map. I'm just wondering, like, why there instead of like on your ramp, like where you can have spine crawlers.
Well, because of creep tumors, like your hatch doesn't really like matter that much. Like it's not like I'm putting it there for creep. I just kind of put it because that's like where my rally is gonna be. Drop. Yeah. So I just like put it in a spot where my rally's gonna be, so it's close to my units. And then it's always good. You always want to mix in.
That was a pretty good fungal growth you had right there.
Yeah, it's always when you get like Zerg's response to drop is fungal growth. You should always be bringing back infestors to deal with fungal growth, and that's something that you learn more when you play a style like mine, where you make basically no Mutalisks. So I'm like relying entirely on fungal growth to deal with medevacs. And so, and against a guy like this who is not making mech, or at least I don't think so yet, is not making heavy mech, I guess to put it. He's gonna have a lot of medevacs, so it's really good to like catch fungals. And even if you don't kill the medevacs, like lower their health so they die quickly in a battle, or just like drain their energy so they're virtually useless. And once your third base kicks in, you get a bajillion minerals. So this is the spot where I'm gonna put down, or I'm gonna start my hive tech, and you can also put down like a third evo chamber. And then this is kind of the spot where Zerg kind of gets ridiculous, where you have like a ton of larvae. You can do a lot of different stuff, take a ton of bases, and just like do whatever you want, basically.
So one of the viewers was saying, "What?"
Okay, sorry.
No problem. One of the viewer questions said, "What are you going to do once fungo doesn't hit air?" Just replying to this viewer, it's actually not going to be changed that way. Blizzard decided to undo that decision. But anyways, like if it was changed so that it didn't hit air, what would you have done? What would you do?
It's real tough. I think the fact that I just play Zerg casually and I don't really play against that like strong of opponents, it's not like that big of a deal because like people aren't really that good with drop play. But against really good people who drop a lot, I think I would have to go with the more Mutalisks heavy style.
That was a pretty good engagement right over there, and that was pretty good GG. I mean, fungal, Banelings. Oh wow.
I don't know. I kind of like to see players like kind of hold on there to the very end. You know, when they lose a battle and they GG, just.
No, he was fucked. He had no chance.
I mean, you take a look at that army value. He just lost like what 7,000, 8,000 army of units. It doesn't. I mean, he GG'd so fast that it doesn't even show the dip in units. Wow. But I don't know. Let's take a look at this post game quickly. You definitely trained a lot more. Let's look at income.